Greetings to all JFF-LA filmmakers and moviegoers. I'm Doug Heil, Professor Emeritus in Filmmaking from the University of Wisconsin-Oshkosh. And I also was a producer on the independent feature Another Yesterday, which played here at this festival back in 2019. The writer-director of that film, Stephen Heil, is currently in Japan on a fellowship. And this very weekend, he is in Tokyo, where he has met separately with not one, not two, but three different filmmakers whom he met at this festival. According to Stephen, quote, "Of all the festivals we went to, JFF-LA was the one that was not only the best, but the most beneficial to me by far." Unquote. I've been able to screen some of the movies shown here, and once again, I've been knocked out by what I've seen. I thought it would be fun to share some of the images that most resonated with me. Now, I was not able to see all the films, so I apologize in advance for the ones not represented in this gallery. The final shot of Last Hawaiian Sugar ran for over 2 minutes, using dynamic frontal blocking of the heroine for impact in tandem with a backtracking camera. I was blown away by this shot, not only because it was so technically challenging, but because it perfectly visualizes its theme. In the face of constant change and constant challenges, we still must be responsible for our environment, and we must be responsible for each other. Our need for each other was beautifully conveyed in other films as well. The little boy in Nighttime Warbles is looking for a father figure, and by dropping the camera down to his level, we share his hope that maybe he has found one at last. The little girl in Orbital Christmas also is father-starved, and her aching need is given urgency by restricting the key light to the far side of her face. This film, incidentally, had some of the best production design I've ever seen in a short, as did Nighttime Warbles. The humanistic siblings offered a profound theme. The heroine's flaw is that she believes love is exclusive, as shown in this image. A long lens is used, reducing the rest of the world to a blur. There can be no room for anyone else. But her own schizophrenic sister teaches her that she is wrong. Real love is not exclusive. It is inclusive. Luna Maria is another wonderfully humanistic movie. A woman still loves her mother-in-law, who has grown mean through dementia. To convey the difficulty of her situation, she is often put on the left side of the frame, which is the weak side. But when help finally arrives, she wins the positive right side of the frame, where nature, sunlight, and even shadow all cradle and protect this makeshift misfit family. I was deeply moved by the most important me in the world. The hero takes a chance and confesses how he feels to a girl, but she is not interested. This shot appears right after he has failed, and his vulnerability is conveyed in 3 different ways. Number 1, he's boxed in through a frame within a frame. 2, he is stranded on the frame's weak left side. And 3, he is blocked in profile, draining off his vitality. We ache for him because we've all been there. Failure was also a part of the feature film Morurani. Humans may be capable of many things, but there are 2 things they can't do. They can't stop time, and they can't stop change. Here, a man discovers his old school has become an empty, discarded building. To show how powerless he is kept low at the bottom of the frame. After this shot, there is a cut to a high angle with an extreme camera to subject distance. The grown man has become a little lost boy. The Soloist is a claustrophobic film in which a woman is constricted by her mother's spirit. In this shot, one of my favorites this year, she earned some desperately needed breathing space via an outdoor scene that opens up. My favorite edit this year was found in Nighttime Warbles. The hero has trouble managing his emotions, and right after he explodes, we cut to a tight, long lens shot of a bird violently flapping its wings within a cage. Wow, a perfect metaphor. Finally, the man who co-created Hill Street Blues, Michael Kozel, once said, "You don't have to burn away a lot of words or images to convey something important. Sometimes the most powerful way is to cast a superb actor and then just let the emotion play on the face." Submitten proved his point through this amazing shot. Because the events taking place devastate her, we are devastated. Because she cares, we care. It's been a great privilege to be able to screen your work and share my enthusiasm. I can't wait to see the inspiring work you all create in the years to come. Thank you, arigato, and I hope you all have a wonderful evening.